Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a fantastic day and keeping safe. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make these amazing spicy miso chicken wings, crispy skin and succulent juicy chicken, glazed with a deliciously savoury and sweet miso sauce, along with this amazing fried aubergine, smothered with the most incredibly Moorish sweet sesame miso sauce. This video is brought to you in collaboration with Ocado, the UK online supermarket, where you can find many of today's key ingredients. So without further ado, let's crack on. We're going to be using this organic white miso to make the sauce for today's spicy chicken wings. Fermented from soybeans and a high percentage of rice gives this miso a mild, light and slightly sweet flavour. It's great for making miso soups, dressings, sauces and marinades for fish. Next is this red miso, which we're going to be using to make the sauce for today's fried aubergine dish. Red miso is made from soybeans, barley and other grains and is fermented longer to give a more mature, salty, rich and pungent flavour. It's a great choice for hearty soups. Next we've got this nanami chili paste, which conveniently comes in this tube form. We'll be adding this to the miso sauce for the chicken wings to give a real good kick of heat. We'll also be using this Kikkoman dark soy sauce, this cooking sake from Hinode, and this Honteri mirin from Mizkan. And then finally we'll be using this white and black roasted sesame seeds to sprinkle onto the aubergine. To prep the aubergine, take a knife and cut a straight line around the top of the aubergine to create a clean edge. Then cut the aubergine lengthways into half. Slice off a little section of the bottom of the aubergine. Next, holding your knife like a pen, score the very edge of the aubergine, making sure not to pierce the skin, around 1 centimeter in depth. Then score the white of the aubergine, making a crisscross shape, again around 1 centimeter in depth. Finally, flip over and repeat the scoring process. Soak the aubergine halves in a bowl of cold water to remove bitterness and to avoid discoloration. To make the miso sauce, place 4 tablespoons of miso into a bowl. Typically red miso is used for this dish. Add 2 tablespoons of cooking sake to the bowl. Then add 2 tablespoons of mirin. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar to the bowl, followed by 1 teaspoon of honey. Mix thoroughly using a whisk. Place your aubergines onto some kitchen towel and remove as much water as you can. Place a pan on a high heat and bring to frying temperature. Carefully place your aubergines into the oil and fry for around 3 minutes. Carefully flip over and fry for a further 3 minutes or until the fleshy part of the aubergine becomes soft. Remove from the oil and place onto some kitchen paper to remove any excess oil. Generously smother the miso sauce over the fleshy part of the aubergine. Sprinkle the white and black roasted sesame seeds over the miso sauce. Place into your oven on the grill setting on the top shelf and cook for a minute or until the miso starts to bubble. But careful not to burn the miso. I'm garnishing my aubergine today with some peppery mustard cress. Next, to prepare the miso sauce for the chicken wings, place 60 grams of white miso into a bowl, add 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce, add 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, add 6 tablespoons of water, add 3 teaspoons of chili paste, finally add 4 tablespoons of sugar. Mix thoroughly until you're left with a smooth sauce. Take 1 spring onion and slice diagonally. Rinse well with water. I'm using just over 2 pounds of chicken wings today. Pat dry your chicken before placing into a large bowl. Add 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Then add 2.5 teaspoons of corn flour. Mix well with your hand, ensuring that all of the chicken is covered by the flour. Place the chicken wings skin face up, making sure that they're not touching one another. Into a preheated oven, place the tray onto the middle shelf and cook for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, remove the tray. And flip over the chicken wings and cook for a further 15 minutes. Once the chicken wings are cooked through, remove the tray. Next, using a brush, coat both sides of the wings. You only want to brush a thin layer of this miso sauce over the chicken, as it's quite salty and too much will overpower the chicken. Sprinkle with white and black sesame seeds and then return to the oven for a further 2 to 3 minutes. All that's left now is to plate up. So I hope you enjoyed watching that recipe. So I think we'll start with the chicken wings first. Oh, these are just glistening in the lights. They look absolutely delicious. So chicken wings are definitely finger food. So let's just get right in. Oh, these are still quite hot. Itadakimasu. Wow. Just fall off the bone. So soft and succulent. And that miso sauce on the outside. Wow. So Moorish. First one down. Absolutely delicious. Right, I think we're going to go for a flat one next. So, just push down on one end. And it should slide off in one. It's going to be a big mouthful, but I'm going to give it a go. So what really comes through is the umami hit you get from the miso, which is quite savoury and salty. But that balances perfectly with the sweetness you get from the sugar. And that garlic just gives it a really Moorish oomph of flavour. The skin is nice and crispy. Yeah, it's quite sticky and gooey as well, which is lovely. And I love that crunch from the cartilage. I don't like to leave any meat on the bones. So I'm gonna have one more before I have a drink. So I'm gonna have a drumette next. So let me know if you like the drumettes or the flats. I'm so happy with the way these turned out. You can hear the crunch. So satisfying. So let's put these chicken wings to one side. So next, I'm going to enjoy this Japanese blended whiskey from Akashi. Akashi is the official whiskey from the Japanese white oak distillery. This Japanese blend, made from 30% malted barley and 70% grain, is matured in American oak casks for 5 years. I'm going to be enjoying the whiskey today as a highball, simply by mixing with soda water over some ice. Oh, that looks absolutely glorious. Kanpai everyone, gotta love a highball. that is delicious. Wow. Takes me right back to Japan. So the whiskey and the tonic water and the ice, match made in heaven. Absolutely delicious. Right, so next on to the Nasu Dengaku, or the fried aubergine. So you can eat this by itself, but I definitely like to eat it with a bowl of steamed rice. Let's just grab a piece here. Oh, so soft, juicy looking. That miso, let's put that on the rice. Itadakimasu. Just something about fried aubergines, silky smooth, sweetness from the aubergine, Moorish miso, sesame seeds, absolutely perfect. Let's return to the highball. Yeah. Right, so we tried the white miso and the red miso today in the recipes. So I'd like to compare those with these two other varieties. So we've got the brown rice miso and the barley miso. So I'm going to try this brown rice miso with some cucumber sticks. And this is actually quite a popular way of eating miso in Japan. So as you can see, it's very, very dark in colour. As I said, it's got a longer fermenting period. So it gives this colour. Just a little bit because it's very salty. Actually, all miso is salty, so just use in moderation. Itadakimasu. It's got a really wholesome flavour, yet still quite mild and sweet. So earthy, so much character. That's delicious. So barley miso is made using soybeans and a high level of barley. It has a slightly longer fermenting period, creating a thick miso. This is popular in southern Japan and it's ideal for soups and seasoning vegetables. It's actually not as dark as the brown rice miso. Let's try it, see what it tastes like. Quite similar to the brown rice miso. Again, it's a really wholesome, deep flavoured miso. Bit earthy, quite nutty. Good level of sweetness. It's delicious. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, keep safe, keep smiling. Until next time, bye-bye.